Okay, next up. Next, I want to talk about the Ernestine storyline. This storyline, it's been it's hit and miss. Because just when you think you're ready to write it off, it comes back and it's like, it's getting interesting. So with the whole principal thing, that was a new twist for me. I think throughout the skits that when we talk about Ernestine, Ernestine is sort of a female narcissist. Now, I won't say that she's a complete narcissist, but she has a lot of female narcissistic ways. Like she's quick to call Anthony that. But think about what is a narcissist. It's someone who doesn't take an accountability from their action. They blame, they shame. Um, they just simply never take accountability for they don't see themselves ever as being wrong. And the same with Ernestine, even the things that's going on with the teachers. Just like with Domini, and we'll talk about Domini now later on in another segment. But Ernestine wears very tight clothes, very fitting clothes. Ernestine has a very nice shape. If you have a very nice shape, whatever you put on, that thing gonna be thinking. The girls gonna be girling. It's just something that you cannot hide. Even like with plus size women. A plus size woman who's voluptuous my entire life. I wish I get rid of the stomach. I've always had big boobs. I've always had a naturally big behind. That ain't going nowhere. Big or small, amen. Whatever I wear, you go see the girls and you go see the boob. Go see the girls, you go see the booty. Point blank, period. You can't hide it. Even if I wear something loose, you go see it. So the approach that she's taking with that teacher is really a form of hating to the fullest, even calling her out her name and this and that. Girl, you've been a whole stripper in these streets. And that's what's getting me. Even when Mrs. Johnson dropped the line and she was like, she talked about the club, I would have treated it lightly. I'd have been like, well, it might be a misunderstanding. You know, I would have tried to clean that up because she's already alluding to the fact that they may be on to or in the beginning stages of being on to her stripper life. And if that come out, if the tape come out that the Newburgers got, because I promise you that tape ain't been destroyed. It's out there somewhere, somebody watching it. And that's the thing about the social media thing, and even when you get into those deals, you never know where your video is gonna go. The Aunty still nervous to this day, amen. But if we get out, as long as I can get some residuals off of it, amen. But anyway, we're not here to talk about me. But Ernestine, no, you got tapes out. You worked at a strip club. You've been with doughboys. I mean, come on, you're the last person to be judgmental, but she's one of the most judgmental and strict people in Skitlana. So I'm so ready for her to get busted. But I think the thing that's diabolical about this one is I think Trey has resentment because you got to think about it. Trey was once on and he sacrificed everything for Ernestine, even though she kind of sacrificed her family and stuff for him too. But now she treats him like a little kid. She treats him like, my lipstick messed up. She treats him like he's a little boy. She doesn't respect him as a man anymore. So with that being said, it's like I think he's feeling resentment. Even him playing in her face saying, take her out to dinner, make her life easier. At this point, we know that he knows that that's the teacher that that's the principal Mrs. Johnson talking about. He knows who the people are right now. Um, I think this is goody for her. I think this is the karma we all been wanting to see. She's so hard on Jay and Nadia, but she disregards what she's doing. So just waiting for that to come. And we all know what's gonna happen this weekend, which is he go run Johnson through there. He go take her to the chicken coop. Amen. We know that's about to happen. And so I'm just waiting for that build up and that bust to happen. I hope they don't tarry it too long. As far as Jay, Nadia, and Bree, y'all know my thoughts on friendships. Um, I don't believe in cheating. I think that if Jay want to be with Bree, he has the right to. I mean, would it be shady? Yeah, to a certain degree. I mean, she didn't mess with Jay across the line with Jay. She used to tell Ernestine that Jay was a good guy, just like Piara does Anthony. So I feel like friendships, um, I just feel like friendships is essential. You know, like the Omega say, friendship is essential to the soul. And if him and Bree want to get together, but don't have Nadia in the background. Now, part of me, a small part of me, is thinking that will they introduce polygamy into this storylines? Because if they did, you can kind of get this it's not direct, but it's implied that Bree may be attracted to Nadia and vice versa in some way. It's implied that Jay would possibly be down with that type of storyline. So a heap see but a few know, we'll watch as well as pray on that. But I do think they may try to go down that path eventually. Um and I think that's it for the Nadia, Jay, and Ernestine storyline. I think that either that what's the guy, the janitor, go know somebody to know somebody. Remember the older sugar daddy was the one tricking on Ernestine. I think it's about to come out. How it comes out, I don't know. I don't know if she will catch them in the chicken coop. She'll come home early from the trip or what. But I think it's a storyline worth watching and getting into it all. So we will see. That's it. That's it for the Nadia. Hold on, y'all. For the Nadia J Ernestine storyline. We don't have much more to say with that. I'm just ready for everything to come out. Oh, I do want to say that I think that once again Ernestine was wrong for approaching J Mo the way she did. J Mo was faithful to her. J Mo did not cheat on her. J Mo has always tricked on all the ladies. So for her to approach him and make it seem like it's something that it wasn't, she was supposed to stay in her lane as the ex, you the ex, and she shouldn't have never approached him in front of Sonny like that. She was dead ass wrong for that. So that's my view on that. I think I've covered everything I want to say about those two. Well, I'll talk to y'all later. I'll be back with the next review on what I think about Skitland. So this is ReRe Thoughts on Skitland. Please click, share, subscribe, donate if you want to donate. What Nene Lee said, if you're from Dallas, she said if you go donate. Please click, share, and subscribe. Auntie ReRe is still trying to hit them numbers for this month. Goal 3,000. I'm at 2630 now. So if you watch my content, please subscribe. Do me the honor of being a subscriber to my page. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.